Alright, what you see here is a Casablanca Wailea ceiling fan. I got this from Brandon C. Johnson a few days ago, or close to a week now. He brought it, today's Saturday, so at like past midnight, and he brought it on Tuesday, so close to a week ago now. So yeah, he brought this fan along with 5 other fans that I've been wanting to get for him for. Well, for one of them, he just actually picked up at Habitat for me. The other 4, one of them I just got just because he was trying to sell and get rid of it. I figured I'd try it out. This one and the 2 other ones are ones that I've actually been wanting for quite an amount of time, even though the other one of the other ones he just got recently. But yeah. Yeah, this fan is from October of 2005, and it shouldn't have the plastic blades on this one because this one actually has wood blades on it at the moment. But the thing is, this he had a second Wailea just like this one. I think they were both new in box. Another one the other one was definitely a new in box one. I'm not sure if this one was. I think it was, but he didn't bring the box for it. He might be using it for parts or some to store parts in it maybe. But this fan had plastic blades, but when he sold the other one to John Pernock recently, like literally like very recently. I think, or I don't know if he's actually sent it out to him yet, but John Pernock's getting it from him, and he wanted his to have the plastic blades, so he paired the plastic blades onto that one, and he sold me this one with the wood blades, which I'm totally fine, because I feel like the plastic blades will scratch up a little bit more. Anyways, I feel like, but for John Pernock to want it with the plastic blades, it might be either installing it outside, I'm guessing. So yeah, but I prefer the wood blades. I don't know, I just prefer wood blades over plastic blades. As long as it holds up, I want to put this up in the outside anyways. I'll probably put up something bigger for an outdoors area unless it was very small. And either way, if I was to put it outside, I'd probably try to find one in a different finish, not in white, since white tends to lose its coloration quickly outside. So yeah. But yeah, this is a pretty nice fan. It's a very well made fan. It's made by Hunter, sold under the Casablanca name basically. Hunter bought out Casablanca in like the late 90s, so yeah. So some could say this is a Hunter Blanca in some ways. It is a very well air mover. As you guys can tell, it has a very, I'll do it from this side. It has a very good air blade pitch at 25 degrees, which is, I've never seen a fan that has that wide of a blade pitch. I might have not noticed it, but on this fan, since the blades are shorter, it's a lot more noticeable. I taped the the pull chains inside of the switch housing, because when I tested it with the 4 blades already. This is going up first though, this video, and well, that was the only way I can really tape the pull chains on this fan, is by doing it inside, since the switch housing is very, very thin. So yeah. So I'm going to go ahead and start off on low. So I'm going to do like this before I let it run is the blade arms, they look like a seashell in some ways, so that is something I do like about the fan. Yeah, I like this a lot more than the new version they have of the Wailea, but maybe this for those wondering, for those who don't believe me about this is actually a childhood fan. This is probably like the only fan from Casablanca that's actually a childhood fan. I mean, Casablanca fans, the other ones that I like, they just remind me of, I've seen a lot of fans that are knockoffs of them, so that's why those are childhood fans as well. But yeah, I used to see these, I saw these a decent amount of times in the Dominican Republic, actually, like in the late 2000s, like 2006, 2007, 2008. And if you watch my slideshow videos of old fan photos from 07, 08, either in part 2, part 3, is a few pictures. It's like a picture or two of a white one on display. So yeah, and then when they moved to a smaller space, they stopped having that one on display. They just focused more on Monte Carlo fans and KDKs or Panasonics. So they used to have on display Westinghouse fans, Monte Carlo fans and I'm guessing a few other Casablancas, but this is the only one I remember. You weren't allowed to take pictures in there at the time, so I had to sneak a few pictures in and such. So that's really the only one. And also I remember the look of this one. So yeah. And also for those who remember, I did a video of a Westinghouse Heroes tour at my cousin's house in the Dominican Republic in brushed nickel with bleach oak looking blades, I could say. But out in another apartment in that building, like on the like the little porch you have like on an apartment building to look outside, and some of them they actually had one of these installed. Yeah, I'm not sure if it's still there, but it was there last time I was there, but it was just so high up that I couldn't get a video of it or a decent video of it. So the next time I go there, if I go there again, I'll see if I can get a video of it. Has a nice low speed to it. Does have a tiny bit of a hum. That is something I'll mention, but it's barely noticeable. It could also be humming because it's sitting right on top of the hang through. I'm not sure if I showed that already. So it could just be vibrating from that. If it wasn't started, it probably wouldn't. Maybe it wouldn't hum, but yeah. Okay, let me go ahead and move up to medium. Trying to be careful not to make the fan actually move on its own because there's really nothing holding it in place. Really, it's just sitting on something so I can actually test it. Like there's no screws holding the hang through to the fan housing and such. So yeah. Yeah, that's something you gotta be careful if you're doing something like this. Be sure the fan does not move on its own or spin around on its own. It's not the best idea if it happens. I had to move it around to get it to put that it would actually stay. So yeah. I have it like in a position that it's locked in place somewhat. It might move on its own on reverse, but when it's on forward, when it's on high on forward, it won't do it. So yeah. You might just give out a little like torque a little bit, something like that. But we'll see what happens. Definitely one of my favorite definitely one of my favorite 6-bladed fans. Either this or of course the Lowe's latex vortex thingies or the Westinghouse Petite. Those types are definitely one of my favorites. So those are major childhood fans. Those are more of a childhood fan than this one, but I do like this one more because it's a better quality one. But yeah. Definitely move some good air on medium. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and move it up to high. Yep, did a tiny bit, but not much. Yeah, this fan does go pretty fast, and it's already making the infinity spin, so that is. It really takes a little bit for a fan to actually make it spin. The small fans usually make the infinity spin more often than larger fans. This fan definitely is a very good air mover, and from a collector who has a YouTube channel, who is this guy? I forget there's like some numbers in his YouTube channel from what I remember, but he did do a video for the newer version of this fan, which I'm not gonna say I dislike how it looks, but I just prefer the way this one looks more. But he did say that even though it's a newer one, they are still a very good air performer. So that's okay. You guys prefer the older look. Doesn't mean the newer one isn't great. Although I do prefer this one more, big time. So, but I like the newer one just for different reasons. The only thing I just don't like about it is the switch housing. I'm not really a big fan of. It looks too much like a Hunter switch housing, like the ones they have on Hunter now. If they kept this style of switch housing, I feel it would look more like a Casablanca. It just looks more like a Hunter fan now. That's just the only thing I don't like about it. looks too much like what they say Casablanca. So yeah, this definitely could cool down. I want to say it would cool down a large room that great, but a medium-sized room it would probably do pretty good in as well. Like the kitchen at the old place, it wasn't a small room. It was just the spot where they had the light was. It would be too small to have like a 42-inch or 52-inch fan. Well, it could fit a 42-inch fan, but it would just hit the cabinets if you opened them. So, but we never really used those cabinets at the same time. But it was just for safety reasons. Plus, my mom didn't really want a fan that big in there. So that's why I got the Wisconsin tea. And then we had to move here, so the only fan I could really use it was the bathroom, since that was the only fan that had that at the time that was small enough to go there. So that the Wisconsin tea was really going to be a temporary installing bathroom, so I found something better at it. But yeah. Reverse it. I'll just let it spin down first and then I'll show it on reverse. So it should be charged up a bit just for, should have more power now. So, because I'm only just going to show it on reverse and that's going to take a few minutes. I just didn't want it to die on me like halfway into the video and such. Spin down on this fan, it's not really going to take long because fans, I think it was, I'm pretty sure it was brand new, it was never used. I'm pretty sure of that, but so the bearings definitely aren't broken in on it. But also it doesn't seem to go as fast as I've seen other ones go on. But most likely because the bearings aren't broken in, but it still performs well. I could be wrong, maybe it just goes as fast. But it's kind of hard to tell how fast a fan really goes just by seeing it on video. Sometimes it's more obvious, sometimes it's hard to tell if it goes a little bit slower than when you have, because it's on video, it's not like in person, so yeah. Especially a small fan like this, it's a bit trickier because when they run on high speed, it's basically hard to tell. The camera can't really keep up with its speed. So yeah. Okay, stop. Let me show them on reverse low. Yeah, I'm definitely glad to finally own one of these. This is actually a fan that I've wanted from Casablanca for quite some time now. Along with the Venus, Delta 2, Zephyr. And now I just need to get a Saturn, Stealth, which is, I know that one's going to take a while. The older Stealth, and the newer one that probably isn't bad, but what else? Some other ones. And the Wailea Delta was one I wanted, but yeah, this fan does not have a K55 motor for those wondering, or for those who don't know. After like 97, they stopped using K55 motors. The white brass oxygen that I have is from 97, but it's like one of the last ones actually. It was like right when they stopped using them. But Casablanca, they like to use up. Yeah, they like to use their parts. They don't really like to have parts and then just waste them by just scrapping them. So it was like one of the last ones that literally had a K55 motor. Reverse medium. I'd love to see this fan in polished brass. I don't know if they made it in that finish. I really doubt it, but I feel like polished brass would be a nice finish for this fan, or antique brass as well, or both of them. But I know they made it in brushed nickel and like I think weathered bronze. Finish would be like it almost looks like it's black, but it kind of looks like an oil drop bronze finish, to be honest. Yeah. But yeah, the newer ones, I actually wouldn't mind having a newer one. I just don't want to spend that much on it, which I'm not sure how much it is. I'm pretty sure it's pretty overpriced. For my standards, that is. Yep, it did move on its own run over in reverse. Alright, yeah, it does a pretty good job on reverse high as well. So right now it's 12:50, so I'll probably just save the video of this film for the Blue Choke side tomorrow. I might just get it out of the way tonight, and just tomorrow I'll show the 3 blades when I get up, and that's it. Alright, we're going to shut it off. And that'll be it for this video. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and stay tuned for more videos to come.